Have you ever felt yourself being different? Realizing that you have so much to present to this world and just need a chance? That's how this little scientist felt. Flint has always been that special kid who thinks out of the box. He has a keen interest in science and inventions. As a kid, he invented spray-on shoes, but he didn't know how to remove them. All of his school fellows make fun of him by calling him the weird guy. Flint tries everything to remove his shoes, but fails. His spray-on shoes are indestructible. Flint loses heart and decides to give up on his passion. In this hard time, his mother gives him the best advice. All the scientists were considered the weird guys, but they didn't give up and proved their worth. Her mother also gives him a lab coat, and Flint gets really excited to have it. He wears it immediately and rushes to his treehouse, which he calls his science lab. Flint keeps inventing new things every day, like a remote control TV, hair-growing tonic, flying rats, and so on, but they all end up in disaster. Flint might be a genius, but his inventions are never perfect. This can't stop him from moving forward. He wants to help his hometown, Swallow Falls. It's a small town famous for sardines, but after the closure of the Baby Brent Sardines Company, Swallow Falls has to consume all the stinky fish by themselves. They don't have a variety of food to eat. Flint wants to solve this problem by inventing a device that can use genetic mutation to convert water into any desirable food. He doesn't have any friends except his assistant Steve, who's a clever monkey with a thought-translating device. Together they make all the adjustments needed for the test run. All switches are connected and instructions are fed. But just a few seconds before success, the power runs out. Flint rushes to fix the supply, but his dad catches him on his way back. He wants Flint to give up on his passion and start looking for a stable job. It's been 10 years since the death of Flint's mother, and his father never understands him in the same way. To satisfy his dad, Flint agrees to try working in his fish store. It's just the first day, and Flint is already bored. His day gets worse after seeing Brent. He was the brand ambassador of Baby Brent Sardines, but he's neither a baby anymore nor he's cute. But he's gaining popularity again as the mayor is going to announce a tourist attraction based on Baby Brent Sardines. Flint's dad also goes to hear the announcement, and Flint takes it as a chance to complete his project. The mayor gathers a huge crowd and also invites the media. But the news company sends an intern for reporting as they don't consider this town worthy of attention. The mayor has presented a theme park especially constructed to promote sardines. He believes it's going to increase tourism. While everyone is busy at the opening ceremony, Flint goes to the power station and connects his food machine to the main supply. The police officer tries to stop him, but it's too late. The machine flies around the town along with Flint before shooting into the sky. The disturbance causes the huge fishbowl to roll down. It destroys the park and many other town buildings and lands on Flint. Everyone is scolding Flint for his irresponsible behavior, but he can't hear it through the glass, but he can see the disappointment on his dad's face. He hides himself near the lake and regrets his decisions. There he meets the news intern Sam Spark. Unlike others, she admires Flint's invention and creativity and steals his heart right away. While they were busy chatting, a cheese slice fell from the sky. Suddenly a huge glowing cloud appears in the sky, and the next thing that happens is totally unbelievable. It's raining cheeseburgers. Flint's food machine is working. Everyone comes out to enjoy the delicious burgers. Flint finally succeeded in making others happy, especially Sam. She is covering the first breaking news of her career. The rain stops after a while, but all the citizens want Flint to do it again, except his dad. He's worried about his son causing trouble again. Flint convinces his dad by promising he will not make a blunder this time. He gets back to his lab and explains the working principle of his machine to Sam. He calls it Flint Lockwood Diatonic Supermutating Dynamic Food Replicator, or just FLDSMDFR. Of course, he can't reveal the complete programming of the machine, so he engages Sam into watching a YouTube video. Meanwhile, he connects with FLDSMDFR to send new commands. Flint has also set up a dangiometer that will alarm if the food over-mutates in FLDSMDFR. The next morning, no one bothers to cook breakfast. It's falling from the sky. Crispy bacon, fresh juice, and sunny side-up eggs. An ideal breakfast for sure. The mayor makes a deal with Flint. He needs to provide 3 meals a day for the town and attract the attention of the whole world, and in return, Flint is going to receive lots of love and appreciation. This is what Flint always yearned for. He just wanted recognition of his talent. Flint keeps taking requests and sending them to FLDSMDFR. Waffles, chicken, candies, anything that the citizens wish to eat, Flint makes it rain from the sky. Happiness is spread around the town except in Tim's shop. He asks Flint to join back, but his son is working with the mayor now. After a few days, the dangiometer reaches an alarming state. Flint stopped taking more requests, but then the officer appeared at his door. The next day is his son's birthday. The officer wants to do something special for his little Carl to show his love. Flint never got appreciated by his dad and doesn't want Carl to experience the same pain. To make his day special, Flint makes a snowfall, but it's not regular snow, it's ice cream. All the houses are covered in scoops of different flavors of ice cream, and the kids are loving it. Flint enjoys the moment too, but his real wish is something else. He wants to take Sam on a date, but couldn't express his intention. To show his love, he makes a castle of Sam's favorite food, Jell-O. They both jump around the squishy castle and enjoy every bite. Sam starts talking about the chemistry behind Jell-O and admires it. She knows a lot about scientific phenomena, but hides her intelligence. It's all because of the treatment she got as a kid. She was also a nerd like Flint, and her classmates bullied her, so she gave up and made a new personality. Flint feels sorry for her and requests that she wear glasses and a ponytail. Now she looks more like her real self. Sam gets really touched by Flint's acceptance. She never met someone like him. They are made for each other. Unfortunately, their sweet romantic moment is interrupted by a phone call from the mayor. After the call, Flint invites his dad to a 5-star open-air restaurant where steaks fall from the sky. He tells his dad how much people love him now, and the mayor wants Flint to cut the ribbon for the town's reopening the next day. It's going to be called Chew and Swallow Falls from now on. Flint thought his dad is finally going to be proud of him, but Tim only talks about the extraordinary size of the steaks. He asks Flint to turn off his machine before any disaster happens. Not a single word of appreciation for Flint. The poor guy is going back home in frustration, but then he notices the size of food falling down. After researching further, Flint figures out that the food is over-mutating, and his dad might be right about turning off the machine. But the mayor brainwashes Flint and tells him the bigger is better. He shouldn't be thinking about his father, he should focus on the grand reopening and the special menu. Flint agrees and orders FLDS-MDFR to make spaghetti and meatballs. The machine can't process orders efficiently anymore, and the weather gets suspicious. Sam notices the changes in her weather tracking device and informs Flint, but he's too busy with the reopening ceremony. He doesn't want anyone to ruin the moment he has been waiting for his whole life. He carries the ceremonial scissors with pride and cuts the ribbon. Everyone is cheering for him, but then the atmosphere changes. The food order is served, but in the form of a spaghetti storm. Everyone is running for their lives while Flint is trying to reach his lab to turn off the machine. Surprisingly, he finds the mayor sending more food orders to FLD-SMDFR. Not a single dish, but a whole buffet. Flint rushes to input the kill code and destroy the machine. But before he could, the mayor accidentally destroys the communication device. Flint can't send instructions to FLD-SMDFR anymore. Everything is finished. The spaghetti storm was nothing compared to what's coming next. The next food disaster is going to affect the whole globe. Tim hears the news too and gets out of the store to find his son. Flint is lying inside a dustbin along with his inventions. He believes he was always wrong. All of his inventions and himself are trash and deserve to be in the dustbin. Tim looks at his son with pity and tells Flint to wear back his lab coat. Though he caused a disaster, Flint is the only one who can stop this mess. It's the first time Tim showed trust in his son. Flint feels a new energy in himself and designs a plan B. He downloads the kill code on a USB and modifies his flying car. He's going to install the kill code directly into the machine. Flint shares his plan with the public and asks for their apologies. They all are angry at him, but the officer scolds them for being inconsiderate. Flint is not the only one responsible. The citizens also kept making new requests and overworked the machine. The officer orders everyone to build boats and evacuate the island, while Flint and Sam are traveling to FLD-SMDFR. Brent joins them too, as he wants to do something heroic as well. They reach the machine's location, but it's trapped inside a huge meatball. Moreover, the overmutation has created superfoods that are genetically modified to protest FLD-SMDFR. The pizza slices attack Flint's airship, and he loses the kill code. The last hope is Tim. Flint calls his dad and asks him to send the kill code from the computer to his phone. Sounds simple, but it's a huge task for someone who has never touched a computer. Tim visits Flint's laboratory for the first time and gets shocked by how much effort his son put into his work. Meanwhile, Flint and Sam jump inside the meatball to reach FLD-SMDFR, but Brent follows them too. He causes them to lose track and end up near the hot frying oil. While crossing this river of death, Flint also has to guide his dad to use a computer. They don't have much time left as the food chaos is taking over the world. The wall holding the leftovers is broken down and Flood's swallow falls. It reaches Tim as well, but he doesn't give up and sends the email. Flint is delighted to receive the code, but he's surrounded by man-eating chickens. Brent finally got a chance to play a vital role in society. He stops the chickens and lets Flint and Sam escape. FLDSMDFR is under a peanut brittle hole. Sam is allergic to peanuts, so she stays back while Flint climbs down with a rope. Unfortunately, Sam touches a peanut by accident and gets an allergic reaction. She must return to the plane and get her injection, but she doesn't want to leave Flint alone. Flint confesses how much he loves Sam and lets go of the rope. Brent takes Sam back to the plane and gives her the medicine while Flint has reached where FLDSMDFR is. He sneaks near the machine and attaches his phone. But Tim accidentally sent the wrong file. FLDSMDFR is going to launch its biggest food attack. Flint looks down at his indestructible shoes and remembers he's carrying the spray along. Flint puts it on the machine opening and blocks it. FLDSMDFR can't process any further and burst into pieces. The clouds have disappeared and the sun is shining again. The airship has returned with Sam and Brent, but there's no sign of Flint. Everyone assumes that he died, but then a bunch of ratbirds bring Flint. He's totally fine and meets his dad. Tim still doesn't know how to express himself. Thankfully, Smar has an idea. She puts Steve's thought-reading device on Tim and lets his heart speak. He's extremely proud of his son and impressed by his outstanding lab. He never thought a common guy would have such a special child. Tim never hated Flint's passion, he was just worried for him. He loves him unconditionally, just like any other dad. Flint gets overwhelmed by the confession and hugs his father. He also openly accepts his love for Sam. Flint has finally proved his worth. Being different is not weird. Instead of becoming a copy of someone else, be yourself and let the world know who you actually are.